By a single vote, the Michigan Senate Appropriations Committee voted to approve a plan to provide $175 million in funding to a Chinese manufacturer planning to build a battery plant in Michigan.
The $2.4 billion project will be built in Big Rapids and is expected to create around 2,000 jobs, but multiple Democrats sided with Republican colleagues in opposing that money.
Joining us tonight to discuss is Republican State Senator Jim Runestad.
Thank you for being here with us. Like we said, a lot of controversy surrounding this issue. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think the Democrat majority are beginning to see the issues with this project. The governor has been pushing this and pushing this. It's a lot of money. Whenever you're splashing a lot of money somewhere, there's a lot of power that comes back to you. And this is $800 million all in from the state and locals to make this plan happen. And it doesn't sound like the due diligence was done well at all. From the environmental issues, a lot of the Democrats had problems with that, with this lithium and batteries and things like that. If they catch on fire, they are very difficult to put out, could create a lot of hazards. There's not been answers in terms of the ability to fight a fire from the locals. They have very, very little infrastructure there for doing that. But I would say the biggest problem of it all is that the Communist Party is the one who are going to be running this plant. And let me read from your Article 9 of their Memorandum of Understanding. The company shall set up a party organization and carry out party activities in accordance with the Constitution of the Communist Party of China. The company shall ensure necessary conditions for carrying out party activities, and the secretary of the party committee shall be the chairman. This is the document that they're operating under. It is basically all run by the Communist Party. They have been known to be committing espionage in just about every part of our technology here in the United States. And I've talked to company CEO after company CEO that have given me firsthand examples of communist Chinese employees that they had hired who then escaped with very, very technical, high-skilled information that they took back to the Chinese government. So there's a lot of concerns about this operation here.
So you're not the only one with those concerns. A number of people have raised questions about the leadership of this company, saying it could pose a national security risk. We do have some sound, a clip from the company's vice president addressing those concerns at the committee meeting yesterday.
Obviously, we've had three major contentions. One would be the relationship with the Chinese government, and reminding everybody we are a global company with locations in Singapore, India, Vietnam, Germany, United States, and as well obviously Japan and China. So yes, the company was founded by a Chinese entrepreneur, a very intelligent entrepreneur, and it is now 24.7% owned by VW.
So a lot of money involved. We're hearing about all these jobs, but that's what's at the surface. Do you feel like so many people are kind of getting lost at the glamour of what this could be and not looking at the potential side of the risks?
Absolutely. The governor has been selling this is going to be bringing jobs. It's going to pay about $45,000 per job, which is less than the family average in the area. All in, we're talking $800 million. And this is basically, as the Chinese point out, it's in accordance with the Chinese Communist Party. The Communist Party is the ones who are going to be operating this. And if you as an employee, the owner, I don't care who it is, and you are not compliant with the Communist Party's requirements, you're going to be called back to Beijing and you're going to have a very uncomfortable time. You may never return. So they are very serious about their espionage. I have talked to a number of people in my district who are from the Chinese community who have come to me and said they were being spied on. They were asked to turn in information as a Chinese spy because the communists had their family members. They said, this is your father, your brother in China, and threatened them. I called the FBI on this. There's a record of that. The FBI said, you tell the local police department about this. He said, are you insane? The local police department, we got to bust the international Chinese spy ring. So the federal government is simply not doing much of anything. We've got open borders, we've got Chinese spies, and they're not doing anything. And now we have this coming here to Michigan.
So this is a general concern with anything related to the Communist Party of China. Did what that representative just said, is that fair? He's saying, sure, it was founded by a Chinese entrepreneur, but he's implying that there's nothing to see there.
The bank that is involved with this for the Chinese, I don't have the name. I have the name here, but I want to search it out. But anyway, they have the exact same requirements in their memorandum of understanding for the bank. So it's the bank, it's the company. The Democrats are finally getting wind of the fact that this is a danger to the state of Michigan. It's a danger to the nation, and she got it through with one vote. Well, that's got to go to the full floor Senate, and they only have a 2-vote majority.
From your perspective, are your, I don't want to say your opponents, your colleagues, your Democratic colleagues, are they more concerned with the environmental concerns, or do you think that the Chinese ownership of the company is as high a priority for them as it is for your party?
You know, I haven't had time to speak to them one-on-one, but I don't know how they mitigate these concerns. They want to have this vote right away, and it looks like the votes are not anywhere near there. So I don't even know how they're going to be able to, how do you mitigate all these environmental concerns? They're huge. All of these concerns about the Communist Party's influence in stealing our technology. How do they mitigate that in the next week or two and get a vote and get this out? Unless people just throw up their hands and say, well, yeah, principally I'm against it, but you know, to be a good, loyal soldier, I'll vote for this. That's what they got to count on.
Yeah. It says a lot, too, that we have people on both sides of the aisle concerned. Definitely something to look at. Senator Runestad, thank you for your time.
Thank you.